Matthew Perdue, and these are today's top stories. First up, we have a recap of the highly anticipated 2023 Southern Section football game between Mater Dei and St. John Bosco. The game lived up to the hype and was a nail-biter from start to finish. Both teams put up a valiant effort, but in the end, it was St. John Bosco that emerged victorious, winning by a score of 24-22. Overall, both quarterbacks played phenomenal as Elijah Brown went 21 of 30, 291 yards in the air, and 2 touchdowns thrown. Pierce Carson went 14 of 27, 264 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Mater Dei scored the first touchdown of the game as Elijah Brown threw a 28-yard pass to Marcus Harris for the 7-0 lead to start the game in the first quarter. St. John Bosco then striked back as Pierce Clarkson threw a 45-yard touchdown pass to Jaleel McClain to make it 7-7. Then, after the half, St. John Bosco strikes back as Pierce Clarkson throws a 20-yard fade route to Mateo Uyangalale to make it 7-14. Mater Dei then strikes back as Elijah Brown throws a 76-yard pass to Marcus Brown for the score. The extra point is missed to make it 13-14 St. John Bosco. St. John Bosco then scores 2 times in a row as Pierce Clarkson throws a 72-yard bomb to DeAndre Moore for the touchdown. Later on, Marcus Lee attempts a 33-yard field goal, which is good, to make it 13-24 St. John Bosco. Mater Dei then strikes back with a field goal. Then this happens.
Remember all the problems they had punting last year, and oh my goodness, it rears its ugly head again. The ball is out. It's going to be scooped up, and Mater Dei's going to score! There is a flag. You got to be kidding me. Jaden Crowder, and for the second straight week, a scoop and score. 2-point game momentarily.
So what would the flag be? I'm looking for where he threw the flag, and there wasn't any pushes in the back because there was no Bosco players to get pushed.
They won't quit on their head coach. This one more dramatic than last week's block punt and scoop and score.
I wonder who that fucking guy is. Couldn't be me. Mater Dei then scores after the turnover to make it 24-22 as they fail the 2-point conversion. Bosco then gets the ball back and runs out the clock and wins the game 24-22 in dramatic fashion to be crowned natty champions. Overall, both teams were fighting for something, as Mater Dei's head coach Bruce Rollinson announced that he would retire after the 2022 season, and the Monarchs did not want him to go out with an L. Bosco was fighting to end their 3-year drought of not winning a national championship under head coach Jason Negro. Overall, in my opinion, both teams were fighting for something overall, but Bosco is just Bosco, and at the end of the day, Bosco is always going to get that fucking dub. In our next story, we are going to be recapping the NFL draft. The NFL draft as a whole is where dreams come true, as college players are drafted into the NFL and their dreams, their hard work has paid off tremendously. Coming into the NFL draft, it was a big speculation of who was going to be picked number 1 overall. Was it going to be Bryce Young, or CJ Stroud, or Anthony Richardson, or maybe Will Levis? The Bears recently had the number 1 overall pick until they traded back to the number 10 overall pick, and they traded with the Carolina Panthers as they slid to number 1 overall. The Panthers overall needed a quarterback, and that is why with the number 1 overall pick, they chose Bryce Young, the quarterback out of Alabama. The Panthers got their guy with Bryce Young, and with the next pick in the NFL draft, the Texans had selected CJ Stroud, the quarterback out of Ohio State. Anthony Richardson would then go to the Indianapolis Colts, and Will Levis would go to the Tennessee Titans. Overall, in this draft, college players' dreams would come true. All their hard work and determination paid off. The sacrifice, the grind, it's finally all paid off. That'll do it for the newscast. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, stay up, stay blessed, stay loyal to God.